What's up, everybody? Justin here to do another edition of my fantasy booking shows. This time I'm fantasy booking Raw's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell 2016. Fantasy booking it. I'm not going to fantasy book No Mercy because, well, I could, but it's this Sunday and I don't feel like making up matches for No Mercy. So I'm just fantasy booking Hell in a Cell. Come November, I'm pretty sure I'll fantasy book Survivor Series 2016. Here we go with my fantasy booking of Hell in a Cell 2016 pay-per-view. Up first, I got the New Day defending the tag titles. All these talents I fantasy booked, all of them are part of Raw because, of course, it's a Raw pay-per-view. New Day defending the tag team titles. New Day defending against Sheamus and Cesaro. I think that'd be a pretty good, entertaining tag match. And I got, in a shocking victory, I got Cesaro and Sheamus winning the tag team titles, defeating the New Day, becoming the new tag champs. New Day doesn't get to break the record of Demolition. Oh well. Too bad, so sad, oh well. But I still love New Day. But they've had it a long time. Very long time. So I think it's time for Cesaro, Sheamus to be tag champs. And I know, not No Mercy, at Hell in a Cell, almost said at No Mercy. At Hell in a Cell, Cesaro, Sheamus become tag champs. But they still don't get along and like each other, really. Up next, the United States Championship, Roman Reigns going up against and defending, not against Rusev. Not against Rusev and not inside Hell in a Cell. That's what WWE booked. I'm not booking Rusev versus Reigns again. I'm tired of that match. Excuse me, I need a drink because my throat's sore. So Roman Reigns defending the U.S. title against Sami Zayn. Zayn needs a push. The guy needs to be booked better on pay-per-views than just having matches that don't really mean nothing against guys like Jericho. Zayn needs a title shot. Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, U.S. title. I got Sami Zayn, of course, is the babyface. He's always going to be cheered. And I would have Roman Reigns be a heel. A badass heel that doesn't talk and just doesn't give a F and beats the hell out of babyfaces and attacks them all the time. I got Roman Reigns winning and retaining his United States title. Roman Reigns wins. Up next, I got the WWE Cruiserweight Championship on the line. TJ Perkins defends against Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander, and Brian Kendrick in a fatal 4-way Cruiserweight title match. Fatal 4-way. I got Brian Kendrick winning, becoming the new Cruiserweight champion. Brian Kendrick wins, but Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander, they looked great in the match also. Or they shined in the match also. So, up next, we got a new Cruiserweight champion in Brian Kendrick. So far, 3 title matches, 2 new champions. A new tag champs, new Cruiserweight champ. Hopefully you're following along. Up next, the Women's Championship. Now, Sasha Banks just won the women's title last night. Congratulations to her. It was a great match. Great moment. She's a 2-time women's champ. I love it. Sasha is still currently my number 1 favorite. So, Sasha is the defending women's champion, defending against Charlotte one more time at Hell in a Cell. This time, it's a Hell in a Cell women's title match. Women's championship inside the Hell in a Cell to keep Dana Brooke out. Thank God Dana Brooke did not interfere last night because Bayley attacked her backstage. Thank God, and hopefully Dana's not injured. I saw her holding her knee after she was thrown into those cases. She's like slammed her knee up against them. She could have really injured her knee, got a bad knee bruise. I don't know if she's injured for real. I don't know if she's selling. It looked like she tried to get up at one point, and Dana Brooke couldn't get up on her feet and try to get back up. So I hope she didn't tear her ACL or MCL, and I hope she's not injured. Even though I don't like her as a wrestler or a character, I don't want to see any wrestler get injured and have to be out for months and months. So Dana cannot get in the Hell in a Cell. Nobody can interfere. Thank God. And thank God nobody interfered last night during the Raw Women's main event. That was great that WWE finally, going off topic of my fantasy booking show a little bit, that was great that the women in WWE finally gave them the ball, handed them the ball to be in the main event. They delivered. They had a 5-star match. I loved it. I love women's wrestling. I'm a big supporter of it. I say that over and over on my videos because it's the truth. I love women's wrestling, especially if it has good talent involved in the matches. If it'd be Dana against Eva Marie, that would not be good women's wrestling. That'd be bad women's wrestling. And anyways, it was great that the women got to main event Monday Night Raw for the first time in 12 years since Lita versus Trish. So Sasha defends at Hell in a Cell. I got her. Sasha defending against Charlotte inside Hell in a Cell. That'll be great. If WWE really does that, really has that match at Hell in a Cell, it'll be very entertaining to see the women first time ever inside the Hell in a Cell. I got Sasha Banks. I got her retaining the women's title inside the Hell in a Cell, defeating Charlotte. But they have another great match. And they could use the cage a little bit. Go to the outside. Throw each other into the cage. It'd be some good stuff. Next, I got a women's triple threat match. Winner becomes #1 contender to get a women's title shot at Survivor Series. Triple threat #1 contender match. Dana Brooke going up against Bayley, going up against Nia Jax. Triple threat #1 contenders match. I got Nia Jax winning, becoming #1 contender. So then at Survivor Series, I'll probably book Sasha as women's champion against Nia Jax. Hopefully Sasha in WWE, hopefully she holds on to the title until Survivor Series at least, or past it. I would have Sasha hold on to the title until WrestleMania and then take on Bayley at WrestleMania. You could build a couple months story, build up their feud for a couple months. It would be epic. Then they would have a showdown at WrestleMania 33 and it would be epic. And of course they'd have a great one-on-one match because they have great chemistry and they're both great workers. So Nia Jax wins the triple threat women's #1 contender match. So she's the new #1 contender, gets a title shot at Survivor Series. Now on the kickoff show, I added and booked a kickoff match because WWE usually does. Rusev going up against Neville. I got Rusev winning. Neville has not been seen. I don't know where the guy is. I guess he works on Superstars only because he's never on Raw. So Rusev crushes Neville. Sadly, I have him crushing Neville on the kickoff. And on the pay-per-view, 2 more matches. Back to the pay-per-view. Curtis Axel and Mark Henry teaming up to take on Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson. Why the team of Axel, Mark Henry? Well, why not? Put them on the pay-per-view and start using them. Again, I guess they're already used on Superstars, I guess. That's where they can be seen. So Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, nobody wins. Nobody wins this tag match because Brock Lesnar comes out, runs in, destroys all four guys, and leaves the ring. Now the main event. For the WWE Universal Championship, Kevin Owens defending against Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell. I know WWE already booked this match, but I'm not sure it's going to be in the Hell in a Cell. I know Reigns, Rusev is in the Hell in a Cell, but I don't know. They're not going to have 3 cell matches. If they have a women's title match in the cell and a U.S. title match, they're not going to have 3 cell matches on the pay-per-view. They could, but that's overkill. In my opinion, I don't want to see 3 cell matches. 2 is enough. And the 2, I'm not going to say that they won't be good, but without blood, it's pointless, in my opinion. And not just pointless to have no blood, nobody blade in a steel cage match, but it's the Hell in a Cell. It should be violent, should have blood in it. But they won't, because they're PG. But my fantasy booking shows I'm not PG. So Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, inside Hell in a Cell. What's different about that, and if WWE ends up booking that, well, what's different is Mick Foley, the GM of Raw. Mick Foley is a special guest referee. Kevin Owens' blades gets busted open when Rollins keeps slamming his head up against cage, starts raking his face up against a cell. Kevin Owens then has to bleed. If you do that, they gotta bleed. So Kevin Owens bleeds. And Rollins really wants the Universal title back. We know what happened with Stephanie kind of screwing Rollins, sending out a ref at Clash of Champions. Anyways, Mick Foley's the ref. Stephanie ends up coming out to ringside, distracting Mick Foley. And Mick Foley gets knocked out by Kevin Owens inside the cell. And then Y2J comes down to ringside also. So Stephanie and Y2J are outside the cage. And then Stephanie gets the door open, sends a new referee in because Mick Foley's knocked out. So Stephanie, again, gets the door open of the cell, sends in a new referee, and then Kevin Owens retains the WWE Championship, defeats Seth Rollins because Mick Foley is a guest ref. He's knocked out. Kevin Owens starts getting the upper hand, has Rollins pinned, has Rollins knocked out after he hit him in the head with a chair. So Stephanie gets a new ref inside the cell. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens retains a Universal title. So there it is. I did every match I booked. This was my fantasy booking of Raw's Hell in a Cell 2016. Hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at TNA WWE Guy. Also follow me at NXT WWE Guy. Also subscribe to my YouTube. If you follow me on Twitter and you have watched any of my videos, or you have watched past videos or watched this fantasy booking of Hell in a Cell, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I would like to just get more subscribers and keep building up more subscribers. Maybe someday I could get 16,000 subscribers like I have on Twitter, 16,000 followers, but I don't know, that could take 5+ years, but maybe I'll still be doing videos in 5 years. I don't know. I enjoy doing them. For anybody that enjoys them, thank you for enjoying them. I enjoy doing them because I enjoy talking wrestling and fantasy booking and doing reviews and doing predictions. I really enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed my Hell in a Cell fantasy booking 2016 of Raw's Hell in a Cell. Bye for now. Enjoy SmackDown Live tonight. I'll be on Twitter live tweeting it.